Hello and welcome back to Surly Tim's. Now, in this episode, I'm going to discuss a movie by the name of Nefarious. It came out this year, 2023, of course. I believe it was released in April. Now, this thing's been pretty much controversial from both sides of the aisle since the first trailer came out, I believe, in around February, or I think it was late February. Now, the left will say this is right-wing propaganda, and the right, I believe a lot of the complaints, or I would imagine most of the complaints would be in the interpretation of scripture. It was released by a religious movie company. They were responsible for movies such as God is Dead, Isn't Dead, 1 and 2, and a slew of other films. Uh, to me, this was wrongfully labeled as a horror movie. I would say it's more of a psychological drama. It's about a death row inmate who is just hours away from being put in the electric chair, played by Sean Patrick Flannery, who starred in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, movie Powder. One of the first ones I remember was Suicide Kings, Boondock Saints 1 and 2. Now, his co-star Jordan Belfi plays the character Dr. James Martin. Belfi had been in supporting roles in shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Smallville, and he was in the movie Surrogates, which was a Bruce Willis film. Also of note, Glenn Beck plays Glenn Beck, which gives the viewer a little bit of insight as to this being put out by a religious company. Now, the film was described by some critics on Rotten Tomatoes as being preachy propaganda from right-wing beliefs, as well as tedious, heavy-handed, and indoctrinating, which is understandable because it was released by a faith-based company. And with a limited secular market release, that explains the $200 million budget not quite reaching the goal, and it only made $5.5 million in the theaters. I think that the film was doomed to failure because it was produced by Belief Entertainment, which caters to this niche market. I've read comments in the vein of the acting was over the top, but I felt that Flannery was at his best, as he was portraying two very distinct personalities with flawless transitions between them, with more passion than I've seen from him before. Now, one of the issues that the left was complaining about was that it offered differing opinions on abortion and diversity and things of that nature. Now, it only makes sense that these issues would be tackled in such a movie because they would be faith-based. A demon is going to believe in a god because that's basically who created them, despite the fact that they hated their creator and one of the reasons why they fell from grace with God. Now, the character of Martin is an atheist, which I think made the arguments between the two very interesting. This film, I gave it a 1 across the board. To me, this was the best film I've seen in 2023. And unfairly, as I've only seen like 2 or 3 films from 2023, in that market, this was the best movie of 2023 on the open market, but also the best movie that I've seen. And I've seen an incredible amount of movies this year as I work through my movie collection. And I got to say, best movie of the year for me. If you're going to view it and you've got a more secular mindset, you really need to clear your mind and abandon any bias you may have and just enjoy the movie for what it is. I thought it was phenomenal, and I would suggest it to anyone. It got almost nothing as far as favorable press. The media tore this thing apart because of the religious implications of the film, which I think really hindered the profitability of the film. Don't expect a horror movie, no matter how it's labeled, because it's not. Like I said, it is a psychological drama. But like I said, I gave it a perfect score of 5. I suggest this to anybody who loves film. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.